Kia ora, my friends. I'm Carmel from New Zealand, and in this live stream, which I'm so excited to share with you, I'm going to help you navigate pretty much any limiting belief that you have. And I'm going to show you a really advanced self-hypnosis technique. It's not really that advanced, but it is pretty advanced. You would pay probably thousands of dollars to have this done with facilitated for you by somebody else. But as my teaching, the basis of my teaching are that you don't need anyone else to do this work. You can do this work if you're prepared to think a little bit differently and to put in a little bit of extra effort. And I'm going to show you in this live stream how you do it, and I'm going to share with you my proven system, which uses your logical mind, and it uses your imagination. So it uses the whole brain, and it uses both some thinking and it uses both some imagination. So it's pretty powerful. And if you are suffering from limiting beliefs, if you are challenged, and you can always tell if you are suffering because whatever is showing up in your life is a reflection of your thoughts and your feelings. So if you want to take 100% responsibility to change this, well, I'm here to support you to do that, and this live stream is for you, because my view is there needs to be no suffering, and that you as a creator being are incredibly powerful. You just have to apply your mind, and you just have to apply your heart. So with that, we are going to get into this really powerful session, and it's probably going to take a while. And so prepare yourself for you might want to go and grab a pen and some paper so you can write down notes, because I'm going to go through this quite fast. Right, so before I start, I really want to give a shout out and say thank you. We hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, and it happened really fast. I want to say thank you to all of you who contributed. And if you like these videos, if you like the self-hypnosis, the guided meditation, if you like my teaching, please hit like. It really makes a difference too, so I know what you like, and I can temper things, because pretty much, you know, I can teach you anything about your mind, and it will be surprising and new and different. And I have years of training, working with thousands of people with their minds. So I need to hear from you what it is that you like, what you don't like. I don't mind if you don't like something, give me the thumbs down, but if you like it, give me the thumbs up and tell me why. It's really important that I know why, so I can target and continue to deliver content that helps your mind and helps your heart and helps your incredible 99.9999% spirit to be more integrated in your body. So that was a big intro, and we are going to get into this session, which is how you can overcome any limiting beliefs. And we all have these limiting beliefs. Like, there is not a person on the planet who hasn't made decisions. And generally all of this happens when you're 0 to 7 years, when your conscious mind hasn't formed, when you are floating around in this energetic soup, sucking up all of these vibrational energetic patterns from your caregivers, and really forgetting your own authority, really forgetting how connected you are to this infinite field of consciousness, the universe, and therefore giving away your power and making thought decisions which become beliefs. So the way to do this is firstly to intend it. You are the disruptor. You're the thought disruptor on the leading edge of thought. And I know this is borrowed from the wonderful Seth Collective, but there are no limits. And you create your thoughts. You create your reality with your thoughts and your feelings. So just remember that. You can be the disruptor. You can challenge your own thoughts. You are the authority. Nobody else knows how thoughts are within you, how they feel to you. So just know that you're so, so powerful, and just take that firm belief. You have no limits, and let's get started. So I just want you to think up a limiting belief. And don't overthink this, just basically it should come to you straight away. So it may be, a limiting belief for me in my life has been that life is unsafe. So if that is something that comes through for you, then whatever it is, don't block it. And as I said, make sure you've got that piece of paper and write this down. So you can do this every day, but we're just going to walk you all the way through. Just going to pull that curtain. I've got sun in my office. So find that limiting belief. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. So examples might be that you have conflict in relationships, and that it can come from a pattern of feeling life's unsafe. You could have issues around your weight, your health. Most people have issues with money, and by the way, that's not money, it's security. It's feeling secure, and we have absorbed limiting beliefs around how secure we are, which we translate to money. Success and failure are also really common limiting beliefs, and there's a hierarchy of beliefs. So there are, and a belief is just thoughts thought a lot. So there are little niggling beliefs, and then there are core beliefs. So a core belief has a neural pattern that's like a rope in your brain, whereas a minor belief is like a little thread of string. And in our brains, we have these complex networks. So we are going to work. We've got that belief, you've got your limiting belief, and we're going to work with the first part. This is the logical side, your rational mind, your conscious mind, what I'm using to talk with you. It's in the left hemisphere. And by the way, newsflash, it controls about 10% of your brain's capacity. And that's what most people use, 10% of their brain, amazing brain's capacity. So we're starting with this part because it's the control room. So control room sets the directions that the rest of the mind or the subconscious mind will follow. So take that limiting belief, and you may like to think about it in the past or use it in the past tense, because this will help you to move past it and to see it as separate, and just to see it as something that came from the past and you're projecting into the future. So I like the first step really is to center yourself and to invoke a higher authority. Now, for me, that's the universe. It could be source. It could be all that is. It could be God. It could be whatever this higher source is for you. It could be your ancestors. It could be the limitless field. Sometimes our words just don't give us the full capacity of this higher authority. But anyway, invoke it and just center. So center in the intention first, the intention that you are the thought disruptor on the leading edge of thought, and you can disrupt your own beliefs. So a really good way to bring that centering into your firm belief is to center in your heart. And you can take a few breaths. Now, for this work, I like to breathe in through the mouth and draw right from Papatonaku, the earth, and combine the Ranginui, Sky Father, or the universe, the field, and blow out my nose, because it brings a lot of oxygen into the head, and this will really help you to do this work. So we'll breathe in through the mouth and breathe out through the nose. Breathing in and out through the nose. The first thing that does is calm down your nervous system, but because you've got more oxygen in your head, it's going to help you. So I want you to take this limiting belief, and I want you to say, where did this come from? When was the earliest time that I thought this belief about myself? And it should come to you pretty instantly. So I want you to go into that scene of where you were. Now, don't ask too many questions about this. Just go with that inner voice, that inner prompting, that inner knowing, that wiser core creating self, the non-physical you, the creator you. Just go with that, go into the scene, and I'm not asking you to relive any of the trauma, but I'm just asking you to go back to the time when this belief really was set. And a key question here to ask is this my own belief, or was I copying somebody? So this happens when we're children. We confront situations which are challenging or not even challenging, but we interpret them that way. So often because we're so fluid, 0 to 7, which is when these beliefs get formed, these core beliefs, we'll be observing people around us, and if something happened that we can't understand and no one helped us to understand the swirling of emotions, we can just take them, we just soak them up. So who was with you in the scene? And it really helps to ask yourself, was I inside or outside? And just to know that age. And then you are going to ask yourself, what was the decision that I made around this belief? Okay. So if that is the world was unsafe, you could be asking, you could have observed that because you were watching parents fighting, and that's a big thing for me. There was a lot of fighting in my early childhood. I had teenage parents, and there was a lot of fighting. And as you'd expect, I mean, who wants to have children when they're teenagers? Crazy stuff. But anyway, so there was fighting, and I just decided that people who I loved would fight, and somebody had to be right and somebody had to be wrong, and I was definitely part of the responsibility for this fighting. It was because I had been born. It was because I was not good, and I wasn't good enough, and I couldn't make it right. So uh, all of these little decisions culminated in this big decision, which was people who love you are unsafe. Life is unsafe. People who love you fight. There's havoc. There's no safety at home. There's no safety in this world. There is no safety. So that became a very clear decision for me that I formed a core belief around. You will also have this. So again, don't ask too much. Just ask yourself, what was that decision? Now, if this is chunky and hard for you, take some more of those beautiful breaths, that breath through the mouth, and blow all the breaths. Get down to the last part of breath in your lungs and blow out that stale breath, those stale, stuck beliefs in neural, big, thick rope in your brain, and just blow it all out. Okay, now ask yourself, what were the emotions that I experienced around this decision? They will come to you pretty fast. It's generally powerlessness. It is generally shame, guilt, fear, all the real low ones that you don't want. And ask yourself, where do I feel these emotions in my body? And if you were like me, I think I felt them from everywhere under my neck, in every single place in my throat, in my heart, in my solar plexus, which is your power center, your personal transformation center, in my back, in my root, my groin, and probably even my feet. I know I feel this tension in my calves, this resistance in my calves. You will also know this. Spend time here. It's really important to get to nubs of the locking, because the mind is the thought and the body stores the experience. So we're going to shake this up. We're going to break it up. You are the thought disruptor. You are the creator of your reality, and you can shift and change this. Ask yourself, is this one of those ropey beliefs? Like, is it a big, thick belief, or is it a little string? Can you move it around? I'm going to say to you actually on this, if you can really get into these core beliefs, as opposed to just the little stringy ones, those are my headphones, it's so going to do you well in your life, because getting rid of the core beliefs just really, if you think about that rope in your brain, once you shake that up and leave a bit of space for questioning, some disruption there, it's like really upgrading from a 2016 Mac Air to a 2023 MacBook Pro with mag wheels. Okay, not, I mean, I know Mac Pros don't have mag wheels, but just think of it like that. Like, this is really massive disruption in your mind, in your neural pathways, in all of your brain. And it's going to leave you a lot of space. You're going to feel light if you can really get in and do this work. So I'm going to challenge you to get into your core beliefs. And there's a hint there. There's a real hint there, and I hope you've got it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I know that you've got it. Okay, here's a fun part. This is the cost-benefit analysis of your belief. Now, I really like to put you in this role of, like, not only are you your own computer, but you're also your own corporation. So when you get into the COO's role, when you get into what is the cost and the benefit of me having made this decision and holding on to this belief, think about it. So in the case of safety, and I'm going to use my example, and then I'm going to give you some questions to think about your own. So when I have really, really suffered from my own decision that life was unsafe, because I have held so much fear in my body, like the fear, which is your ego generally, has made me rush into things and has made me I've set out these signals that I want to have fights with people because I'm testing out this fear that's in my body. So conflict in relationships has been so enormous for me, and it really, really has a toll on your nervous system. This fluctuation between fear and anger and seeing conflict right, and being and judgment and division and drama and trauma, which was buried there from these early phases and was unconscious to me, but essentially came back to this decision that life was unsafe. So I tested this out for way too long in my life, and you don't want to get to the age that I did before you really started to actually take responsibility. Like, if there is drama and trauma in your life, take responsibility for it. Stop blaming the stimuli. Stop blaming the agitators. Just say, look, this is me. I'm sending out the wrong signals. Look at this. What has been the cost of your energetic signals that you've sent out to the world? This decision you made, what has been the cost to you? What has been the cost financially? What has been the cost in relationships? What has been the cost to your nervous system? What is the cost to your wealth? How many opportunities have you missed because you were pissed off or in trauma? What have you not been able to achieve in your life because you have been running these old programs? I know a figure's going to come to you. I know the cost is going to come to you, and you can weigh it up. And so this is a turning point. We're going to actually slip over from the left side to the right side and get into our imaginative capacity. But I really want you to see the cost of your early decision, and I want you to make a resolution. I'm suggesting to you that this is going to have great benefit, that it's time to change. So this is a point where you say, I am going to change how I feel. I'm going to change my belief. I take 100% responsibility. And if it helps you again to bring in the universe or your higher authority or some form of guidance, bring that in. You can just think, and for some people it's like a little tap on the shoulder, a little tap on the back, a flash of light, gold light, a shard of light that comes in the window, a little feather floating by, whatever. Might just be a nudge. Some people, it could be you might fall off your chair. You might snort or yawn. Hopefully not yawn. I hope I'm entertaining you a little bit. Whatever it is, just make the decision and say, if you need, again, pumping the heart brings us into our heart space. Just say, I choose to change this belief. Okay, are you ready to do the work? This is the fun part. So we're going to get into your imaginative realm now. So I want you to think of a new belief that will replace the old belief. So in my case, that was life is unsafe. So the keys to any forming any new belief and having it take hold, like and replacing that old rope. Okay, we had a tug of war and we're replacing it. The key is it's got to be about you. The universe has 12 universal laws, and the first universal law is we all have free will. We have intelligence and free will. We are incredibly blessed with intelligence and free will. So you can only impact yourself. You cannot have a goal that is for others. Like my goal is my partner treats me better, or my goal is my mother is kinder to me, or my goal is my dad is more understanding of me. So, as I said, I had teenage parents and they fought. And my dad passed away when I was young. And I cannot change the way that my mother, uh, I cannot change my mother and the way that she was when I was born. I cannot do that, literally and physically. So, but what I can do is change myself so that I can be a better mum and be a mum, and a bum too, but I can be a better mum and I can have an impact on the world without this limiting decision that life was unsafe. So, first rule, it has to be about you. Second rule, it's got to be positive. Now, there's this really cool thing about don't. If you say, I don't want to lose weight, in hypnosis, it actually works back to front. So if you're going to use a don't, make it about something that you want to happen. But in every other case, make it positive. So life feels good to me. Okay, that is my positive belief. If you are struggling and have struggled with money, you do not want, or security, you do not want to be saying, I don't want to be in debt any longer, because don't want to be in debt any longer. Want to be in debt. The universe, your subconscious doesn't hear the don't, they just hear the want to be in debt. So you could say, this is the reverse. It's a little bit advanced, so I hope you're getting it. But don't want to have money. You could do that, or you could just say positive goal. I want to be secure. I want to have financial freedom. Don't want to have money. Do you see how to do it? If you're going to use the don't, make it a double double negative. Oh God, confused myself. Just use the positive goal. But you see what I'm trying to say to you is you've got to have fun. Like if this is fun, it's going to stick. If it's boring, the bejesus out of you, go away and find someone else who's going to inspire you. Like it has to be fun. This has to be fun for it to stick. The funner, the better. I'm a big practitioner of fun, joy, happiness, pleasure. It's all there. It's fun. So it has to be about you. It has to be positive. Have some fun with don't. And it must be now. You've got to make it in the present. So my life feels good to me. My life feels safe. Relationships are safe. I love my life. I'm so grateful and happy for my life, feeling good now. Gratitude is the kicker. Boom, bang, boom. It just works so well for presence. It brings you totally 100% present into where you are and your goal. So use it. Grateful, happy, so appreciative. Grateful and happy, appreciative, thankful, satisfied. Just use those words in terms of your goal. Okay, have you got your goal? Right, this is where it's going to get fun. Now, if you would like, if you haven't written down these notes, if you wait to the end, there's going to be something really cool. I'm going to summarize this all really easily and make it super easy for you. But I just thought I would actually talk you through it. So you've got to wait to the end to see you're going to wait to the end to get the reveal. But this is the fun part. And if you like, you can just close your eyes for this part. I'm actually going to do a self-hypnosis later in the week, which will actually put all this into action and using your slow brainwaves. But if you want now, just close your eyes and just do another centering in the heart and breathing. Breathing in the mouth. So I would now like to invite you to set your intention to do your work now. Centering in your heart, expand the field of your heart into the back heart and draw down the light. Invoke any guidance that enables you to step into your greatest field of an expansion. Expand your heart and now focus on your belief and allow a new goal to take form. So this might be my new home, my new amazing relationship, my new purpose, business, my happy family, my feeling so confident. And I want you to bring up all the emotions that sit with this goal. I feel so good in my new home, my happy house. I am grateful and thankful for this beautiful body. Oh, I got a really good body. Oh, I'm so flexible. I love the feel of my muscles. I love the feel of being fit. I'm so happy to be fit. So bring that goal in. And I want you to go back now to the initial event. The event where you formed the old decision in the past that is not your new goal and not your new belief. And I want you to just use your imagination to change the event. Now, you can do this on your own, but if you need some universal support, bring in a wise guide. Anyone will do. And if no one comes, just know you are the thought leader and you can do this work. You are supported. You're supported with my voice anchoring you in the physical realm, keeping you safe. And my heart's in it too. So you can just feel supported, like a friend holding your hand, like an aunt or an uncle with their hand gently on your back. Go back into the scene and firstly paint the picture of the scene. Shift the colours from black and white in the past to brilliant, bright, beautiful colours that you love. And just bring yourself into that scene and imagine yourself changing. Imagine the conversations you will have. And imagine all yourselves that are connected to that initial decision. Bring them all in. And if there are family members, or if there are others, maybe teachers, maybe kids at school if bullying has been an issue, just bring them all in and just have fun changing the way that the scene has played out. If it helps you, you may say, I clear and transmute across all time, space, dimensions, and realities this past scene, and I choose to change it. Now you can reshoot this scene in your mind. You can play a new movie with a new song, with a new soundtrack. You can bring in additional characters. You can totally rewrite. You could see yourself rewriting. That's what will help you make it visceral. So bring in sounds, bring in shapes, bring in smells. Is there any tastes involved? Are you drinking lemonade on the porch? Just allow everything to come, as well as all the powerful sensations. Remember, we're using heart power here. Now, if you don't want to reshoot or rewrite, can you find a new perspective on this scene where you made the decision? Can you find a new perspective on yourself? Yourselves, all of the selves involved in this decision to accept a limit. And now I want you to give all of yourselves a massive hug. Open your heart and say, I love you, self, and anyone else. Just allow this to happen, and your guidance, the divine realm will do all the rest of the work. Grab all of that memory. Grab your new goal. I am powerful. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am whole. I am safe. And bring it into your heart. Wow, you're doing so well. There are no mistakes, by the way. If you need to replay this section, just do it afterwards. Sometimes it can take a while to shake up these ropey beliefs, but they're just that. Expand love, and if it helps you to see the old beliefs as ropes just disintegrating, or if they're a structure, give them a good boot and bring your new goal into your heart and just continue to celebrate that goal. Okay, this is fun. Keep your eyes closed. We are going to celebrate your win. I want you to blast your new goal, the change that you have ignited, however you have chosen to do it. I want you to see this smothering of your new decision. I want you to celebrate it. So plan that celebration. Is this a party with family members? Are you dancing on a stage being celebrated? Are you sitting in a circle holding hands? Are you flying? Are you flying through the clouds out of this galaxy? Are you sitting on the beach bathed in light? I want you now to look at your feet in this celebration. and choose some shoes, or if it's bare feet in the sand, walk into the water or just walk on the pebbles, wherever. Again, it's just important to put your feet in. Your feet walking are the realm of manifesting. When we get our feet into it, we know we've grounded it. So if this is thigh-high silver sparkly boots and you're flying through the galaxy, shouting out your new goal, sharing this with the whole of the galaxy, the whole of the cosmos, that's awesome. But it could just be as simple as walking on your favorite beach, jumping into a dinghy and coming out to your favorite boat. Whatever that is for you, just celebrate it. This is so powerful. This is so powerful. This is so powerful. This is so powerful and will make you empowered. Celebrate your win, your decision. If you need to say, my goal is, I choose this. I choose safety. I choose gratitude. I choose happiness. I choose love. I choose to be satisfied. I am a creator on the leading edge of thought and feelings, and my life feels good to me. You've done amazing, my friend. So proud of you. So happy for you. Okay, bundle that all up and back into your heart, and just coming back into the physical realm, and when you're ready, just open your eyes. I'm coming up to doing the reveal, and it's going to be fun. But before we go, this is the last step in this process. So I'll summarize the process. We've found a limiting belief. We have applied our rational, logical brain to do some mapping. We've found it and located it, and we've worked out the cost to us. We have decided to do the work. We've set a new belief, and we have used our imagination to go back and change the old belief and to replace it. And most importantly, we have celebrated the fact that we can do this. That's awesome. So the last phase is taking action. This is the call to your own action. And it's really important. I cannot underestimate how important it is that you do this part, because you have a new belief, but it's not even a rainbow thread. It's like this compared to the old rope, even if you smashed it down, because this new belief, we've just thought about it like today, whereas your other ropey beliefs, they could have been around for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. They could have been around for eons with lots of emotions, negative emotions packed in there. So smash, smash, smash has been great, but we have to embed that new belief. And the way that we do that was partly, as I said, with the visceral celebration with all of the five senses. It was partly with walking in the celebration and feeling the grounding of our belief. But it is so important to take other action. And this is the fun part. This is not hard action. This is just using your slow brainwaves. And we did that before with that little mini hypnosis. 369. Use the universal energies. Follow our other video and rewatch it on how you can embed using the 3 and the 6 and the 9. But there are 2 easy ways of taking action now. There's the slow brain, and there is affirmations in the physical. So any physical act, and again, no, it doesn't matter how you do it. So here I have 3 pens, and I can do a 6-minute meditation with my brand new iPhone 14. That's a bit of manifesting. I swear, Bosh, amazing shungite crystal. This shungite crystal is a powerful, powerful manifesting, and it has the pyramid. You can put your affirmations written with your 3 pens underneath. Another powerful, see, I've got this limitless Carmel's manifesting magical matches, limitless and powerful, and every day for 9 days you can light a candle. Like, there is no limit to how you can take action. Journal. I've got all my journals out. If it's money insecurity, like, get yourself some fake dollar notes, monopoly money. Universe knows no difference between money that is paper and the other kind of currency. It's just the flow of energy, and it's the flow of positive energy in your mind that catalyzes this great change in the physical. So those are some suggestions, and as I said, I was going to share my screen, and I'm going to give you this total belief disruption diagram, which is here. So this is the process. I'm going to summarize it. If you need to take a screenshot, you can do this, or you can email me at info@manifestusunite.com, and one of my team will email you back this diagram so you can have it forever. So here's you as the disruptor, finding the limiting belief. Here's you using the left brain to find, track, and to work out what is the cost. Here is you doing the work, forming a new belief and getting rid of the old belief using your subconscious, your imagination, the 90%. And here is what you do if you can't get there. Here is how you take action. And I gave you some suggestions. As I said, go back and watch that 369 Universal video if you want to know, to tap into that universal energy. And that is it, guys. That is how you do the limiting belief disruption work. I would suggest to you that you can make a map of all these core beliefs that you want to smash up. And you may want to try this practice out for 9 days. It's so powerful. Really, I haven't left anything out of this. This is a process that I would work through with clients. And as I said, it would cost you a significant amount of money if you were to go and invest in someone doing this work. But I have total belief in you. You are the authority. You are unlimited, except when you choose to be limited, and that doesn't exist any longer. So just get in there and do the work and smash out those beliefs and leave space for amazing new energy to come in, for positive energy. It just feels good and you're going to love it. So I'd just like to thank you for listening to all of this. And if you want to know some more about how to super manifest with pure positive energy in the universe, get in touch with us on our website. The links are below, and there is some amazing stuff coming out in this year and into next year, particularly with my book, Super Manifester. So you know how to get in touch with us, and I just want to thank you again. Mauri ora and blessings.